Writing a hook or humming a melody is medicine. Billy Grima next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
As I sit here, I look down at this once great city. Its past riddled with manipulation, deception, and lies. If you weren't so blinded by your own obsession, you'd see the true villain. The mirror doesn't lie. Take a good look, and you'll see everything you truly detest. The future uncertain with the exception of one small detail. I am here to stay. No matter what you throw at me, no matter what you do to me, I'll keep coming, and I'll keep coming. I am the Dork Knight. Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that right back in 1970. We didn't know about the World Wide Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the heck are you doing, world?
Sup?
Great.
I said it.
You know, it's sunny today, but they're calling for like thunderstorms and stuff tomorrow.
What the what?
Dude, this weather's been nuts lately. Like the other day, it was sunny, and then I heard this big crack outside. Did you hear it? I wasn't home when that happened, but
yeah.
it's like a big crack, and then it rained for a while, and the sun came out again.
Yeah, it was weird.
And it got humid as hell outside. I mean, it's like you walk outside from like air conditioning, and then it's like you're walking into an oven. You instantly start sweating.
Wait a second. Okay, I just got confused a little bit. I guess I didn't hear the thunder. I was confusing that with something that I wrote where there was no rain, but yet there was thunder
Something
sounds.
that you wrote. I don't even know. Are you on drugs?
No.
Okay.
I write stuff sometimes.
Okay.
And the characters said that they heard thunder.
Okay.
Maybe, there was no rain.
Maybe you dreamt that you wrote it.
No, I really did write it. There's proof on the computer.
Okay. Well, maybe you dreamt that there's proof on the computer and there's really not.
No, there really is. There's really
We'll have to
proof.
check later after the show. Just to make sure that everything's okay.
Bats.
That everything's okay.
I'm good, man. Life is good.
I am super duper excited about having Billy on the show.
Me too. Billy is one cool cat.
He's
a cool cat.
He kind of looks like Paul Simon a little bit from Simon and Garfunkel. A little bit, you think?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I like his hat, man. That's all I can say.
He could sport the hat.
The picture on Twitter is amazing of him.
I know.
That's like the coolest picture ever.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool cat, man.
See, I realize really quickly how uncool I am when
Yeah, because we look at stuff like that.
it's like, I
and
don't.
the harder we try to be cool, the more dorkier we look.
I know, I don't have a chance. See, some days I wake up and I'm feeling cool, but then
I feel the same way.
See people like Billy, and it puts everything in perspective real quick.
Just a dork.
But I've embraced it. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good at it too, man. I wish I could be cool for just like a second.
Well, if it wasn't for dorks like us, then there wouldn't be like cool people like Billy in the world.
That's true.
Everybody would just be normal.
Yeah, and being
But
normal.
because of us, he's cool.
Yeah.
So we are a cool enabler.
Yeah.
How about that? We enable to be cool.
You're more excited about it than I am.
I'm super excited because I feel like I have a purpose now. I just had an epiphany.
I'm just kind of okay with being a dork and being a dork.
I had an epiphany.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
right now.
we are enablers of cool. That could be a hashtag.
Hashtag enablers of cool. Why does that not excite me? Because it's
AKA dork.
It's like the cool people like use us to be cool. That does not really excite me.
No, if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be cool.
Yeah, but why can't I be
difference.
cool? Why can't I be cool?
It's like if you want to get from one side of the water to the other, you got to use the bridge. We're like the bridge.
I don't really want people stepping on me.
We're like a boat.
I don't want people sitting
on
me.
We're like a submarine, an aerial plane.
I don't want people standing or sitting
on
me.
We are the enablers of cool. Hashtag enablers of cool.
This is going to take a while for me to warm up to this idea, because I don't like the idea of being sat on, stood on, walked on.
No. Well, you know,
I just
if it doesn't kill you,
it only makes you stranger.
You just quoted the Joker. You went in a totally different direction. You're exactly, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. When we come back, we're going to have a chat, and we're going to listen to some songs from Billy Grima right here on the Chris Top program. Oh, all right, look. Okay, listen up.
Bruh.
Dorks, geeks, nerds, artsy people of the world. We have a poetry contest that we're working on.
This is where we get to be cool.
Yes, amongst other things that we're working on as well, like rivers and like the River Fest and stuff like that. But listen closely to the poetry contest promo that I'm going to play, because this could be you that we're looking for.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only.
Bruh.
Yeah, I did play the wrong thing.
Bruh.
That's why I'll never be cool.
Well, being a dork, you're kind of a cool dork. I see you as a cool dork. You're kind
I
of
meant
a cool
to
dork.
play.
It's okay.
I meant to play the Magnolia Emporium ad.
No, you meant to play the poetry
and then
ad.
the poetry thing.
You said you were going to play the poetry ad.
I'm under so much pressure.
Magnolia Emporium, a proud sponsor of the 2015 WABA Awards at Legendary BB King's downtown Nashville. The Chris Top program working on being awesome worldwide with a little help from Magnolia Emporium and BB King's.
I am one sly dude. I'm the original cool cat, Groovy.
What are you talking about?
Oh, now don't be crazy, little chick.
Are you talking about the poetry contest?
Tawaba or not Tawaba, baby?
What are you doing? You're not even allowed to enter it.
That's lucky for everybody else, because I'm hip.
Can we just talk about the poetry contest?
Oh, come on now, sweetie. Why don't you try calling me the smooth cat daddy?
You've never even written a poem.
You say you're awesome. I say you're aw none. Maybe high strung. Okay to lose some. Why don't we wabba together? Starts in our hearts, whether you're a dork or a jock. Be you not part of the flock.
Bruh.
The Chris Top program is looking for poets in Clarksville, Tennessee, who would like to share their work with the world. Once we have 5 original poems and authors willing to submit audio of the reading, we will hold a friendly competition.
The work will be posted to thechristopprogram.com so anyone can listen to your masterpiece. Fans of your work will have the opportunity to vote daily and place you into the company of Shakespeare and Longfellow. A new competition starts each month.
At the end of the year, all of the winners will compete for the title of Wabba Master. What do you win? Your poem will remain on the page for generations to enjoy. Your original work will be featured during a live interview, a Wabba shirt, and of course, bragging rights.
Submissions should be between 1 to 5 minutes in length. Any style will be considered, and only residents of Montgomery County, Tennessee are eligible. All submissions must be PG-13. If you are unable to record your poem, please contact us and we will be happy to make your dreams come true.
Any music or sound effects must be made with your body. In other words, only you and the microphone. Any questions and submissions should be sent to wabawithme@hotmail.com.
Cool cat? You ain't no cool cat.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program. Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. If you just tuned in, we've been talking about Billy, wait, I forgot how to say it again, Billy, because I was saying Grima, and that's what stuck in my head.
You can say Grima. It's
Grima.
fine. Yeah.
Grima. Okay.
Grima.
But you've heard it all kinds of different ways.
Yeah, I hear it. Well, in Australia we say Grima, but we're not in Australia, so we'll go with Grima.
Grima. Okay, I'm going to try to get that stuck in my head.
How we do
I'm
it.
probably going to screw up, though.
Bruh. It's because we're dorks. It's okay.
Don't hold it against me if I do. Now, you're originally from Australia. Oh, how are you, by the way? Let's start with that.
I feel fantastic. I just finished writing a song, and I'm so excited about it. It's so I feel great.
So you've been writing.
Took a nice walk in the rain with my dog, and now we're back home. She's making a mess, but that's okay. We'll have to clean up after.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a golden doodle. Actually, she's on my the cover of my album. Actually, she's also on my video. Actually, for Pleasure to Have Met You. If you go to YouTube.
My goodness!
Yeah. We need to check that out. We haven't even really watched his videos yet, so we need to make sure we check that out tonight when we're done.
We can't stop listening to the music.
Dude, I totally fell in love with it, and we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We're gonna make his head blow up in a little while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a bouse.
That's okay. So now you're originally from Australia, but then you moved to Canada when you were fairly young. Were you like 10?
I was 15.
You were 15. So why did you guys pack up and move from Australia to Canada?
Well, my mother's side's in Canada and my father's side's in Australia. Mm-hmm. But my parents have European background. Mm-hmm. My father's side in Australia. We decided to come here to Canada, and I thought, well, Dad, first thing I'm gonna do when we get to Canada is I want to go to a music shop and buy a guitar. And then first weekend came along, and that's exactly what we did.
Oh, nice, and it paid off.
Yes, it has, because I haven't stopped writing. I love writing, so I play piano and guitar.
Well, I'll tell you what, your lyrics, along with your melodies, your voice, I'm in awe. Mm-hmm. I really am, and I came up with some guesses that I wanted to give you, and this was before I read your biography.
Okay.
And one of them I was right on. Billy Joel was definitely an influence, and
I could feel that too.
And I love Billy Joel. I went to see him in concert. I guess it was 20 years ago at Starwood Amphitheater in Nashville, fifth row center stage.
Great artist.
Love Billy Joel.
Yes.
Now my other guesses. Now these weren't in your biography, but tell me if these were any kind of an influence in your life. Steve Miller Band.
Yeah.
Yep. Van Morrison.
Yes.
And then John Cougar Mellencamp.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and now you'd mentioned a few others in your biography, but out of all these, and I'm going to ask you this question right off the bat. Out of all these people, if you had a chance, like say maybe 5 minutes to sit down and just have a cup of coffee with one of them, who would you pick?
Did my biography say anything about Sarah McLachlan?
Did not, but if you want to pick Sarah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I would love to do a duet with her. But if I had to sit down with somebody, who would it be? Mm-hmm. Well, Billy Joel would be a great person to sit with. But there's so many. I'm a big fan of so many things. Like, I mean, one of my favorite ultimate songs ever is called Rosanna by Toto. Mm-hmm. So Steve Miller would, so Billy Joel would be great. Absolutely amazing guy.
Do you have a favorite song of his?
Jason Mraz would be another one.
Yeah, you did mention him in there as well, but you mentioned Jim Croce, James Taylor, Bob Dylan.
Yes, they're all amazing.
And it's so cool because I listen to your stuff, and it's like you just took like little pieces and parts and just sort of you can hear all of them in your music.
Yeah,
and
it's great.
And I've heard before, there aren't really any new ideas out there, but what you do is you take ideas and then you make them your own, and you have definitely done that with your music.
Well, the funny thing is I learned piano on my own and I learned guitar on my own. And but when it comes to writing, I don't know how it comes because sometimes I don't even know what I'm playing. Sometimes when it comes to the piano, the guy says, "You have no idea what you're playing, but it sounds great," So, but I write it as me. So, and I'm such a there are so many artists out there. So what happens with me is when I'm driving in the car, since I was young, I would not be singing the lead vocal. I'll be making harmonies up to the vocals, and that's how it came about for my writing. I love harmonies. I hear things. I don't know.
Beautiful.
I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I mean, you're one of those artsy people, and I have no idea. I just honk. But
You're artsy. Everybody in this conversation is an artsy person.
Yeah, but he's really good though.
Yeah, well, I think
you're good at radio. You're not good at singing. You're not good at singing, Chris, but you're good at radio.
Okay, I'm still in denial.
Can you whistle?
No, I really can't.
I used to be able to whistle. I used to be able to, and then I can't do it anymore.
Well, not everybody can. No, if somebody wants to catch you live somewhere, Billy, because I was thinking, man, this would be a guy that I would love just to go and hang out with and just watch at a live performance, like at a piano bar or at a club or something. I mean, where can people find you, or do you have a schedule anywhere?
Actually, we're just planning the schedule right now. The band is getting ready to go. I would love to come down to the States. Right now, we're kind of doing Toronto area, whatnot, and festivals. I have two acts. One I do acoustically, and one I do with the whole band. Because some of the songs people wanted to hear acoustically, so we do the acoustic versions of my music, and then we do the band thing. Dying to come to the States. So we're trying to do a college radio or any radio that plays my music. I would love to be on and do a couple of songs here and there. But festivals, any benefit concerts like for cancer, we're big supporters of cancer and big supporters of the armed forces.
I would love to see you in Nashville sometime. I mean, would that be something that would be doable within the next year or so, you think?
I would. Yeah, that's a big. I would love to do that, and that's what my plan right now is to get out there ASAP.
Yeah, because we would absolutely love that, and a great opportunity, and if it's something you want to think about, would be next year at the CMA Fest. We'll be set up at BB King's doing live interviews, and we've got like a little award ceremony that we have there on the last night, and I would absolutely love to see you there. So, I mean, if you could put that in your schedule and
a year in advance.
Yeah, and you could come out and do some recording while you're in Nashville and just make a big trip out of it.
That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. I actually, stuff like that's the kind of stuff I look for. I'm sure you and I were going to keep in touch, and
oh, you better. I'll be so hurt if you don't.
Yeah. We got to be Twitter buddies.
I know, because you wrote a song today. I'm excited to hear that one. So, I mean, as soon as you do something with that, I would love to be one of the first to hear it.
There's a lot of good songs on my new album. It's called Sugar and Cream, and we're planning to release a video for actually one of the songs for the armed forces that may be in October. We have videos on YouTube right now, so we have 6 of them right now on YouTube.
Okay, so we definitely have to get caught up on those.
Check it out.
But now you've got 3 albums so far.
Yes.
I'm Just Standing, A Little Piece of Heaven, and then Sugar and Cream that you just talked about.
Yes.
Now, do you ever look back at, like, say the first album, I'm Just Standing? Is there anything on there that you think, man, that's not really me anymore. That wasn't so good, or is it still like just as good today as it was when you wrote it?
I've come a long way. I'll be honest, but the funny thing is, I've taken 2 songs from that album because people keep on requesting it and saying, Billy, that's like I have a song called Caroline that is on that album, and people just love it. And 2 years ago at New Year's Eve, a buddy called me and says, Bill, guess what I'm doing right now? I said, what? He goes, I'm listening to your song Caroline. I said, well, guess what? I'm redoing it, and I redid it kind of country-ish. So yeah, I've come a long way, and I've added, I've learned a lot too over the past few years. So it's amazing, and now I feel like I'm at my best.
Now, where do you see yourself going, say in 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself?
I plan to be in Nashville.
Sweet, I would absolutely love that. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you in Nashville for sure. Now. With that being said, now everybody's got a different definition for success. What is your definition? And just be honest. I mean,
I speak from my heart all the time. So I'm gonna tell you the honest truth is, you having me on your show, having me on a radio show, having people liking my songs So if somebody called me and told me, I just heard your song. Like I had a call from New Zealand telling me they heard my song Calendar Girl and they want to use it.
How cool is that?
That is super cool.
That to me is my dream. So that's what it boils down to. At the end of the day, having people listening to my music and liking it.
Absolutely. This is so cool.
This is really cool.
I'm digging Billy. I really am.
Me too.
I really am.
Billy's a cool cat.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and play Pleasure to Have Met You. We're going to save Calendar Girl because that's Allie's favorite, I think.
Come on, that's not fair. That's okay. You have
But they're both good.
You have the freaking controls right now.
They're both good.
That's lame. Yes, they are both good. They're both amazing. But it's not fair to save my favorite for last.
I would take both of these songs and
combine them into one.
No, and put them on our playlist and listen to them all the time.
Yeah, me too.
Like while we're out and about because they're just as good as anything I already have on my playlist.
Mm-hmm. I'm booking my plane ticket right now to do that.
Yeah.
This is Pleasure to Have Met You. Hey, can I just say Grima because I keep forgetting what you want me to say.
I think it's Grima.
Grima.
Go ahead. Say Grima.
Billy Grima.
You want. It's all good.
On Chris Top program, Pleasure to Have Met You.
I can't help think about you and me and how we drive each other wild intentionally. You whisper in my ear, pleasure to have met you, dear. Babe, I must confess, can't get enough of you. Sit by the fire, overlooking the lake, in a little cab, a little hideaway. You turn the radio on as we dance to a song called Sweet Savannah. And you said, pleasure to have met you, baby. Walk with your high heels on. Tell me what you're thinking for the night is gone. Babe, I must confess, can't get enough of you. We drank a glass of wine as we sat by the fire. You told me all your secrets and your heart's desire. Now I gotta tell you all that's on my mind. Oh my, my. Each other crazy. We ain't gonna fight this feeling. Sure feels good. Yeah. Pleasure to have met you, baby. Oh, how we drive each other crazy. We ain't gonna fight this feeling. Sure feels good. We ain't gonna fight this feeling. Sure feels good.
That's just one of those, I've got my top down in the Jeep, it's nighttime, and I've got the radio just blasting while I'm driving songs.
I was picturing that, but the sunset.
The sunset, yeah, it's just great music.
It is.
It is really great music.
I was dancing over here.
Now, Billy, give us some insight on Pleasure to Have Met You. Where did that song come from exactly? Uh-oh.
Do we still,
I hope we didn't lose Billy.
Still have him on the line?
We may have lost Billy. I don't know, because that's a dying question. I've got to know. I've got to know this. Let me just hang up and call him back.
You just hung up.
I just hung up on Billy.
Bruh.
I did.
What is your problem? What's wrong with you?
I got issues. I do. I have all these issues in my mind. I can't control myself.
Got 99 problems, but I don't even know what the last one was.
Right. So are you excited about the Riverfest coming up?
I'm so excited. I'm glad we got decided to do this. This is a good move.
Mm-hmm. I am too.
It's gonna be so much fun.
I am too. And of course, it's not as big as the Nashville, the CMA Fest, but what I love about it is that it's local, and it's people that we live around and work around, and a lot of people that I grew up with, because I'm a Clarksville native myself. So it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. And I don't want to tell anybody about the possible venues yet, but
I'm trying to center my mind around. You said you were a Clarksville native. Wouldn't that be me? I'm a Clarksville native, right? Because that means I haven't been around.
I just meant that I was born and raised in Clarksville.
Wait, is a native someone who's like?
Well, I guess you would be one now. I mean, because you're here. But I was just I meant to say that I was born and raised here. Is what I meant to say. I'm having issues getting Billy back on.
This is kind of scary.
I know. I want to talk to him.
I want to finish this interview. I want to do. There's questions that need to be answered.
I know. We need to talk to Billy. We do. I don't know. Maybe he'll call us.
Maybe we should play an ad or something.
Maybe Billy will call us.
Call us, Billy!
You gotta love live radio. You really do.
Freaking Skype.
But if you just tuned in, we're attempting to talk to Billy on the show. And before Billy, we had Tegan and Lacey Caroline on the show.
At the same time.
Yes, we did. We don't do many calls like that where we Skype somebody extra in at the same time. So it's not a first for us, but we don't do many like that.
And it won't be the last.
It probably won't be the last time, as a matter of fact.
This is going to work. It's
Hi.
Yes.
Okay, Billy's back.
Hi, Billy.
We're here, buddy. Sometimes Skype's got great sound, but sometimes it has a mind of its own.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Not again.
Oh, we're having
Are you kidding me?
Having a bad connection with Billy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's still here. This is like intense.
This is a test.
This is a test.
Okay, so Billy,
can you hear me clear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Okay, now I've got a question I want to ask.
Let me call you.
Okay.
I don't think he can hear us.
He may not.
He said he's going to call us.
He may not be able to hear us.
Let's hang up. He said he was going to call us.
Okay, I'll hang up. But let's go back through. Darn Skype. When it works, it's great. But then when you have technical issues, it's just not as much fun.
No.
But then we've got March to May coming up. As soon as we're done with Billy, Cole Washburn is going to be on the show, and then also Bryce Hitchcock is going to round things off starting at 7:00 tonight, and then we'll have her on until 8, maybe a little after, because we've got a lot of songs of hers to play, and as long as Skype doesn't give us any issues, then we'll be good to go.
We'll be good to go
on that. But we're looking forward to the Riverfest for sure here in Clarksville. And also, we've been trying to put together this poetry competition that we're working on, that we want to open up at least the first year just locally. We want to open it up to locally. Hey there, Billy.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're okay, buddy. You're okay. Now we just played "Pleasure to Have Met You," just a beautiful song. And I was telling Allie, it's one of those songs where I could just take the top down on the Jeep and I'm just driving, just jamming out to it because it's so much fun to listen to. And I just want a little insight, like where did that come from? Like what inspired you to write "Pleasure to Have Met You"?
Well, it's about meeting that one person, your soulmate. That's what I wrote it about. It's meeting your soulmate, and you can never get enough of that person. So it could be romantic. It could be you'd be driving down the highway and you're thinking about that person, and no matter what, you just always end up coming back to that person. And it's just a pleasure to know that person, be intimate with them if it had to be that way, or it's just having that one special person in your life.
It's just so much fun to listen to.
It was. Yeah.
I can't wait. I still need to add it to my playlist because we loaded it up for the show, but I can't wait to just listen to it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you.
For sure. I mean, it's, we get songs from artists just all the time, and we'll usually, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of times we'll go through and we'll listen to to half the song, or we'll listen to, sometimes we'll listen to the whole thing, before we play it on the show. But yours, we listened to both of them several times.
Multiple times.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, before we came on. Just we're proud.
We just can't get it enough.
Now, if
I don't know what that was from me.
If people want to tweet with you, Billy, or if they want to read up on you, where are some places they can find you online?
Well, they can find me on Facebook, Twitter. Also, I got my videos on YouTube. Also, you can get me on www.billygrima.com and iTunes. You can find me on iTunes if you want to download some of my material.
Okay, and that's Billy Grima. That's BILLYGRIMA.
Yes.
Okay, and we've pronounced it several different ways throughout the show, but it's spelled the same way, GRIMA.
I've heard them all. Yeah.
And if they go to your website, they can find, I guess, links to your Twitter and to iTunes and all that stuff, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can Twitter me anytime.
And if they go to iTunes, saying we want to buy a whole album, we can do it like that, or we can just buy the singles.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
I love doing videos. I do videos. The videos we do are all like through my friends help me out a lot, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. So we like to shoot stuff where I live, in the area that I live. Sometimes at my home, it's just we just have fun. I got my dog on there too.
Aww, I love dogs.
Yeah. You're a cool cat.
We shot the video for Pleasure to Have Met You, and she just sat on the back porch, listened to the whole band play, and when we were done, she just got up and came next to me. It was so funny. So I said, you got to keep that in. She's on my album cover. She's always with me wherever I am.
She's a star already.
Yeah, she gets more attention than I do.
I love how we're talking about the dog and we keep looking at our cat.
I know. Do you ever use your dog to pick up chicks?
No.
Just an idea, just a thought.
Next question.
Okay, I've got a really tough question for you if you're ready for it.
Go ahead.
All right, so if you're not sitting down, go ahead and sit down and take a deep breath.
I'm sitting there with my tea with sugar and cream.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm all good.
Okay, so here we go. So if you could have any superhero power, Billy, what would that power be?
Superhero power.
See, and this is the stuff they can't find on your website or on your Twitter. So this is important stuff that the listeners they're dying to know.
I love flying.
You love fly. So would you fly like Superman, or would you fly? I mean, like, would it be like super speed and all that stuff, or would you just kind of float along?
Float along.
Just float along.
Yeah, high up, because I love peace and quiet.
Now, would this just be so you could get places, or would it be just so you could escape for a little while?
Escape for a little while.
See, that would be nice. That would be a reason that I would want to fly, to escape. Because if you just want to get somewhere, I'm thinking just teleport.
Yeah.
But if you just want to like escape for a little while and just kind of float up above everything, that would be nice.
I'm a little afraid of heights,
yeah.
So
Unless everybody could do it. If everybody could do it, I wouldn't want anything to do
I'd be like, this is my own square. You cannot touch me there.
Right. So we've talked about Pleasure to Have Met You, and now we've got another song coming up, which is Allie's favorite.
Yeah.
This song just automatically, as soon as you hit play, it just hooks you, just right off the bat. So Calendar Girl is the name of this one. Now, Billy, give us some insight on this one before we play it.
Well, my buddy was having a get together, and we were sitting there by the fire pit, and this girl happened to walk by that I thought I knew. I wasn't trying to pick her up. I just said, I know you. You work at blah, 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 blah. She says, no, you must have the wrong girl. So she started walking away with a smile on her face. I just shouted out, I know where I know you. So she turned around and I said, you're on my calendar. So that's where the title came from. Out of the blue came a Calendar Girl. So I kept it in
Love it.
the back of my head, and then I started writing some music, and then about 2 weeks later, went fishing. And while the guys were fishing, I was just fishing with the boys. While they were fishing, I just sat on the dock and wrote the song, and it just turned out the way it did.
Oh, that's great. See, Billy doesn't need his dog to pick up chicks. No.
I think, if you want to check out a video, it got voted the best video actually in the indie industry. So if you can check it out on YouTube, you'll see what it's all about. It's just a fun song.
Definitely. I'll check it out later tonight, and I'll post it to my Facebook page so other people can check it out too that maybe missed the show.
I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much.
Oh, no problem, no problem. And now anybody that does miss the show, don't forget. Now you can go back and you can check it out on Stitcher, on iHeartRadio, on Spreaker, all these places, or you can just go to thechristoprogram.com and you can scroll down, and then there's archive shows at the bottom of the chat box.
Yeah, you can watch it. I mean,
so you can listen to the show as many times as you want.
You can listen to it anytime, any place, anywhere.
Absolutely.
Wait, place and where.
But if you come to thechristoprogram.com when we're live, then you can join the voices in our head and you can ask questions.
Yeah.
So that's always a lot of fun as well. So there you go. But I do want to welcome, so I think Tegan's still hanging out. We've got JP in the chat.
Someone named Intername.
We've got Intername in the chat as well. So if you guys have any questions or comments for Billy, make sure you leave those because we'll run out of time before you know it. These interviews just fly by like crazy fast. But this is Calendar Girl, Billy Grima, and what's the other one?
Grima.
Grima. Whatever it is, that's how it's spelled. Right?
Uh-huh.
And Billy, we love you to death, man. We absolutely freaking love you to death.
Calendar girl. Ooh. When I see the moon and the stars lit up at night, I can't help but think about the crazy things we did. We would drive to the middle of nowhere in my rundown pickup truck. Yeah, not a care in the world, as long as the radio were. You climbed in the back of my pickup truck and danced under the stars all night. Oh, how it takes me back. You my calendar girl. Oh, I love the way you dance and the way you move so slow. Oh girl, you're just a natural. Girl, you're so beautiful. Smile bright like the sun, and you're sweet like honey. You climb in the back of my pickup truck and dance under the stars of night. You climbed in the back of my pickup truck and dance all night, all night. How it takes me back, my calendar girl. How it takes me back, my calendar girl, my calendar girl. We fly away together out of this world. Oh, girl, you're simply marvelous, so how it takes me back, my calendar girl.
Billy Grima on the Chris Top program.
Play it again. That is so
good.
freaking cool. I want to buy it on iTunes right now.
When we're done tonight at 8 o'clock, then we can play it as many times as you want. When we're done. We got to get done with all the shows first. Yeah, now speaking of buying, what is that song on iTunes, like 99 cents, Billy?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
you want to talk about buying songs real quick?
Don't get me started.
Okay, go ahead. You might want to cover your ears, Billy.
Yeah, everybody might want to cover their ears.
Right.
Buying music on iTunes is important. Buying it anywhere, wherever the platform is important because it's easy for anybody to just go in and steal the music, and you can just have as many free songs as you want and think you're all high and mighty. But in reality, you're not, because the artists need this money to keep producing more music and doing what they love, and it's not fair if you take that away from them.
Right.
So you need to go on there and buy the music, and if you don't,
Okay, here it comes.
I will hunt you down.
So that's some good advice from Al. And if nothing else, buy the music just because you don't want her to, attack
If somebody
you
tells
in
me,
an alley.
if I find out, it ain't gonna be pretty in this town.
But I mean, why wouldn't you want to support these artists like Billy? Because I mean, he puts his heart and soul into this, and it's just 99 cents. You can
Skip a cup of coffee.
You can skip one Starbucks cup of coffee and buy the whole
You
album.
can skip exactly.
Yeah.
And one cup of coffee is like what, $5?
Yeah, and that gives Billy what he needs to keep writing and putting out music that we want to hear.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, you're very welcome. Now, I want to tell you about the CMA Fest. Now, we were set up for 3 days this year, just a few weeks ago, at BB King's downtown Nashville, doing live interviews. And then on the third day, we had what we call the WABA Awards. And we had nominations, and we gave out these little trophy awards to people at a ceremony that we had on the last day. We had probably 75 people show up for the ceremony, which was really cool because it's the first time we've ever done that. And it was just so much fun. It was a great opportunity for everybody to network and just get to know each other and have a good time. So we would love to see you there next year. Just hanging out with us and maybe a live interview. And you could probably get booked at BB King's, no problem. And maybe play a few sets while you're there and record some songs in Nashville. Come hang out with us, and do another interview and just have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
So I'm trying to get him pumped up.
Pump up.
I'm hoping if he
I
comes
want
to see
to
us,
pump you up.
I'm hoping if he comes to see us, some of his coolness will rub off on me. That's what I'm shooting
that's
for.
not going to happen.
No.
We
Well,
are
I-
never going to be cool.
It sounds really good, and you know what? I will definitely, because it's something I want to do. So, there's nothing holding me back.
You might as well.
So
Now, you and me, we're like Twitter buddies for life now, right?
you got it.
Good. So you're gonna keep me posted anytime you release a new song or video or whatever, so I can stalk you and listen to it, right?
You do that. I'll do that. I'll tell you, I should. You know what I should do is maybe I should see if I can send you a CD of mine.
Oh, dude, I would be like so
Dude.
excited. I'd be so
You know
excited.
what? You want to give? I need an address though.
Okay, I can't give it to you right now because
Live on the air,
there's a lot of crazy people out
Absolutely
there.
not.
Let's just give out our address live on air and see
That
what
last time
happens.
I gave out my social security number on there, that was a mistake.
You think?
So, Billy, okay, now if you had an opportunity to give, say, maybe a young kid some advice, say you're playing a concert and a little boy comes up to you after you're done and says, "Man, Billy, you are so good, and all I want to do is sing. I want to write songs. I want to sing. What do I do? How do I get started?" What kind of advice would you give him?
Well, first of all, my first advice would be believe in yourself, and and follow your dream. Don't give up. It only makes you better. Because there's always somebody telling you you're not good enough and all that kind of stuff, or jealousy or whatnot. But I think concentrate on focus is huge. And at the same time, if somebody gives you advice, on the other hand, you got to sit there and take it, because every little bit helps. So I would say follow your dream and don't give up. Never give up, because if that's what makes you happy and comfortable, man, that's it. It's not about making it big. It's about how you feel and how you make people feel when people hear your music. That's what it's all about.
Sure. Billy's such a good guy. He really is. I just want to
That was pretty deep.
I just want to go sit down and have a cup of coffee with Billy. Right now, he's the guy.
Anytime.
I was soaking in these words like a sponge because that was pretty deep.
He's a songwriter.
That's
you
true.
know, it's just automatically
Writers
deep
are
all the time. Yeah, he's just, it's just how he is. That's how he rolls. So now if people go to BillyGrima.com, that's BILLYGRIMA, they can find anything like your Twitter, your iTunes, and all that good stuff. And stalk you and everything.
Yay, stalkers.
Right. And you only got a little dose today on the show of Billy's stuff. Pleasure to have met you and Calendar Girl. If you tuned in late, make sure you go back and listen to the archive show and check those out. Go to his venues, check him out, buy his stuff. Good guy, one to look out for sure.
Yes,
absolutely. So, Billy, did we hit everything? Is there anything else we want to talk about, or is that got it?
I think I got it on the spot. Just make sure you go to YouTube and check out all my videos. That's I have 6 videos on YouTube right now. I cannot wait to release the next one. It's awesome. I can't wait. It's just such a great high.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. See, we got something to do now after we finish tonight because we finish our shows up at 8 tonight. So we're gonna go check them out as soon as we're done.
Yeah.
For sure, and we'll share a couple of those videos as well on our Facebook, just so people can check them out. But Billy, you're a good guy. I mean, more importantly than you're a talented songwriter. You're a great musician, a singer, but you're a good guy too, and we look for that on the show.
We do.
Thank you.
Right, it's a no douchebag zone.
No douchebags.
So you definitely qualified for sure. I'll take us out this time. Is that okay?
All right. It's
okay.
only fair.
Now don't go anywhere because when we come back, we've got March to May on the Chris Top program, so that should be a lot of fun. So until let me say this first: we don't take any of you for granted. I promise you that. Because there's a million other things you could be doing, but guess what? You chose to listen to us. Makes us feel pretty darn good. So until we broadcast again, please remember, life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym.
2, 3, 4.